Very rainy, very soggy Veterans Memorial Field here in Coffeyville, Kansas. Oh, quick action.
You are joining us.
I hate to mess up my intro here, but when a shot goes into the box like that, another one in.
We are being joined in medias res, in the midst of things.
All right, well, let me get back to it. Here we are. My name is Dirk Andrews. This is Ryan Butcher. We're here bringing you Coffeyville Community College Red Raven Soccer. As you can see, very wet, very soggy. Wasn't quite sure if this game was going to get off or not, but here we are.
I'd say that it's a beautiful day for the beautiful game.
Well, and that's viewers from the past, viewers in the future will know that is a common phrase you will hear, whether it's rain, sleet, or snow.
I mean, okay, come on. It cooled down a lot. It was miserable a few hours ago.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable. I like it. And I like that throw-in from the Red Ravens.
He doesn't have a lot of help in the box.
Tough play there.
Referee is unmoved.
Ball. And that one is going to sail over the bar. So, Ryan Butcher, it's been a long time since we've been here. Good to see you.
It was good to see you, too. Good to see that shot from Rafael Domingos.
Yeah, back from last year. Domingos had a very good campaign last year.
Mm-hmm.
Remember those free kicks?
I could never forget those free kicks.
Exactly. I bet those goalkeepers are still seeing those free kicks as well in their dreams. As Domingos tries to chest one down.
It looks like, well, she had the whistle to her lips. I thought she was playing advantage there, but...
So none played. Ball played into the box. Cleared, but not for long.
Oh, great
nice
ball.
Nice little pass. In there.
Excellent slide tackle.
Yeah. Very good there. Definitely no call for penalty at all. Got most of the ball there.
It was a very, very beautiful slide tackle. Can't even get mad about it. Not this early in the game, anyway.
Not one bit, Mr. Ryan Butcher.
Maybe if it were late in the second half.
And so here we go. Defensive line going to shift this one around.
Coffeyville playing pretty high up right now.
They started off on the front foot. I mean, before I could even get through my world-class intro, they were already about to score on goal.
Yeah, you didn't even greet people in multiple languages, I might add.
Didn't have any time. Bienvenido, bienvenue, willkommen, bienvenido. Good day, mates. There you go.
Okay, thanks. It didn't feel right. So yeah, we were actually glad that everything was going to make it here. We're sending Coach Schicky was getting dozens of texts, people asking him, is this happening? Literally dozens, by the way. I was just talking to him.
And Zack Mitchell, our broadcasting guy, guru, he was getting tons of texts from me as well. Are we going to play? Are we going to play? I forget that his degree is actually in communications and not meteorology, so I have to remember that sometimes. But here we go, man. Rain is coming down. Pretty steady eddy out there.
Not too bad, though. I mean, actually, if you think of the temperature drop, if they'd been playing on here earlier at 4 o'clock when it was like 95 degrees, they'd probably be a lot more miserable.
You know, Ryan Butcher, you're a former player. What type of weather would you rather? Ooh, ball's going to sneak over?
Looks like he's going to go and take it.
What type of weather would you rather play in,
rainy.
Mr. Ryan Butcher?
Of course rainy.
Yeah.
I mean, compared to like sweltering, muggy sunlight, rainy all the time. Because, hey, there's actually a nice added benefit to that. With the water on the field, it can make for some interesting mistakes, some things that you can watch out for. I mean, it always makes things interesting, but sun is just misery.
What does the rain do to the pitch, and what does it do to the ball?
Well, it's hard to get a foot on sometimes. You'll see the throw-ins get kind of erratic, hands slip. It'll skip kind of weirdly in ways you won't expect. It's especially on the type of surface that we have right here. But I'm confident that they're up to the task. Coach Schicky has assured me we have a lot to be optimistic about this year. So this scrimmage is going to hopefully teach us a lot.
Yeah, so again, I guess so just to let our audience members know, this still is preseason, correct?
Right.
Okay, so just getting get some practice runs out. We're probably going to see a lot of substitutions tonight, see a lot of guys get a chance to prove to Coach Schicky why they should be out on the field.
And even though it is a scrimmage, you will see those are the new kits out there. I think they look great.
Yeah, I like them. I like them a lot.
What do I have to do to get me a spare kit?
Man, and, you know, Coach Schicky probably gets tired of hearing us say that, broadcast in, broadcast out. But, yeah, I want a kit.
True.
I definitely want a kit. Run on this left-hand side here.
Oh, excellent move.
Good job.
Good slide tackle. Lets it go out. Takes the corner. Oh. Yes. Sorry, I have a window sitting in my way right now.
And not only that, it's got rain all over it. So great run on that left-hand side into the box, forcing the defender to make a play. Here we go with, is this the first corner for the Red Ravens?
Yes, I believe it's actually the first corner of the entire game.
All right.
And then, all right, you saw that water flying up as he went in for that. That's kind of what we were talking about. But it's like I said, we have faith.
And it's good to see that, actually. Good run on the left-hand side, like I said. Then you have the corner. A ball that made it to the far post without being touched by a defender. He would have been able to maybe get his head to that one or his shin. But here we go, another run.
Little bit of a heavy touch into the box. Looks like it's going to travel out for a goal kick. But still, those are all the opportunities are coming from one end, and that's our end.
We have not been on our side in probably, well, let's see, we're at the 38-minute mark, so it's been about 7 minutes gone.
Well, there was one time when it went back to the back line. It just didn't last very long.
That one time.
I'll forgive you if you've forgotten because it was very brief.
I think Domingos has one touch on the ball so far.
He's probably just sitting there like, man, it's wet. I really want to do something here. And here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, there he goes. Coach Schicky.
Got 3 Coffeyville players up and making a run for it. He's got some help in the
box.
Here
Here
if
we
he wants
go.
to square it. Oh, look at that lovely back heel.
in there.
Just couldn't get the type of connection on there he wanted. But, wow, that was some amazing setup. That's exactly what we like to see.
Butcher, that was beautiful right there. Nice little back heel. He knew exactly where his teammate was going to be. A great shot on goal, really. Just nice reaction from the goalie.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's slippery out there, too, so extra.
Very easy to fall down quickly as a goalie in this type of weather.
And look what they're doing here, Butcher. They're just sending.
He is offside is what he is.
He is, but, man, they're just sneaking up on that left-hand side.
Yeah,
that diagonal pass is there.
I believe that was Jake Scott Gourmand.
Okay, veteran.
You want to help me out there? Yeah, I was about to say, pronunciation was never my forte.
Yeah, that does look like Jake out there, and it's kind of hard to see through this rain and whatnot.
It's looking pretty good so far.
Yeah,
actually,
definitely so.
Do you know one thing I just noticed is that their bench is a little sparse from the opposing side. Looks like they've got 2 players. I wonder if that's just because of the weather or just had trouble getting a lot of people here. But if you look at the Coffeyville bench, there are a lot of eager beavers.
Yeah, you never quite know in this sort of situation. And we weren't able to gather too much information on the opponent as a nice run is being made. Drop-off pass. Domingos is going to come out.
Takes a safe bet, just knocks it straight out.
Do you,
when in doubt.
Yeah, kick it out. But do you agree with Domingos coming out so far off his line?
To run for it. He's got some help in the box.
Here
if
he
wants
go.
To square it. Oh, look at that lovely back heel.
in there.
Send it back to the box. It's just not worth it. If you can make it, you always should make it. And if you're not sure if you can make it, don't.
He was sure there, and he made it. So ball out, throw in. Throw into the box. Dangerous for a couple of reasons there.
Oh, look at that slide. That was a very nice volley right there.
Yeah, good job there to clear that one out. And, nice thievery there on the far side.
No mercy being shown right there. I believe that was Noriel over there. Oh, trip up in the box. That's going to go Coffeyville's way.
Well, I do like to see sportsmanship, especially during a preseason game, helping each other up.
Absolutely, and that was Trenton Spess.
Trenton Spess, another
who took a quick breather on the pitch.
Another veteran, really. You know, not so much based off of maybe his playing time last year. Not saying he didn't play at all, but these guys have been in the program now for at least a year or a year and a half. They kind of know how things work. It's up to them to carry it along.
By the way, I'm kind of impressed that you're so good with these names. I'm the one who's got my phone open with the roster on it, but you're just winging it.
We have a lot of returners from last year, I feel like.
And there are a lot of names I recognize.
Yeah, and even, will that one get
good
through?
Run, but I don't think he's going to be able to catch that. Yeah, he's basically boxed out there. Do you know what's weird is I think the wind is actually moving in the opposite direction. I'm looking for a flag to help me confirm, but no, they've all been taken down.
Yeah, no, I don't see one either, but
looking at the linesman, the assistant referee, the wind is definitely blowing towards the Coffeyville net. So the fact that they've had all that action going in their direction is actually pretty amazing.
Headed out by the Coffeyville player, just out safely.
I just thought that Zack was also providing commentary for the game.
Zack Mitchell is probably doing like 100 things at once right now. Good defense there.
He actually sounded really excited. I was like, oh, man, is he also co-commentating? And now we've got, a run that just got cut out, unfortunately.
Nearly a very nice drop-off pass there in the middle.
Look
nice
at these excellent little touches. I love
Domingos.
it. Oh, it's a cheeky little.
Oh, he tried for it. Ryan Butcher, he tried for it.
I just can't blame him.
No, not at all.
That's something you want to get on
that
that highlight reel super early, preseason.
That would have been a beautiful strike there. Nice run of play there. Continuing here.
And I think you know who number 7 is, who took that cheeky touch. I'm just going to give it to you instead of saying it because I know you know all the names.
I'm pretty sure 7 is Felipe Domingos of the Domingos Brothers clan.
Got a Domingos, but not the Domingos. You're looking at Rafael Domingos. Am I right?
Yeah, Raf is the striker.
Right.
Oh, and look at that. Oh, I thought that was going to.
Do you say like a Domingo, or is it still a Domingos?
Felipe and Rafael. Rafael's in goal. Felipe is striking. Other way around.
Hey.
To all of our Brazilian fans out there.
Uh-oh.
Hello.
Looks like we've got a player down from the opposing side.
Oh, yeah, he's...
There is a referee going to check on him. I spoke to her before the match. Actually, my dog ran up to her, so we chatted for a bit. She drove all the way from Springfield to fill in for a referee that canceled. That's about a 2-hour drive. So everyone be respectful to the referee. That is a long way to go for a game.
Well, and, you know, she's already put in a nice little bit of work right there. Back and forth. Coffeyville's been really keeping up the pace.
Mm-hmm. I've got a pretty good feeling about Coffeyville's chances here.
Ooh, deflection there. Could have been dangerous. Still could be.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's he going to do with it? Can't send it back to the goalie.
Almost thought the goalie was going to come out and get that one.
Getting closed down. Nice little move. Going down the line. And, it was a nice little move.
His brain went one way. His body went the other.
And again, it's that wet pitch. Makes everything a little bit more difficult. Cheeky little back heel through the legs.
I like how Domingos is coming back to help with the hold-up play.
The Domingos, as I'm going to call him from here on out.
And speaking of him, there he goes.
Nice touch. Squares it just above
Great
the box.
find in the middle.
Can't quite get it under control, but it's still loose.
Jake's going to pick that one up.
Is he going to try for long distance? I think he's going to try for long distance. Oh, almost managed to squeak that one by.
And there's the effects of rain right there. Easy shot, weak shot. Rain made him slip just a little bit, maybe going to his left-hand side.
But enough to net Coffeyville their second corner of the game.
And here we go.
Looks like there's some extracurricular activity going on in the box.
Well, she's
did she just flash a card there?
I don't know.
I don't see a referee making that gesture with their hand that doesn't hold a card.
Is Jake already trying to get a card first time out?
I don't think that was flashed towards him. I think it was flashed towards the opposing team.
Oh, okay.
I think. I mean, that's my guess.
We shall see. Outswinger.
Oh. I'm not sure if he slipped or if that was just a really amazing attempt at a diving header, but yeah, actually, I guess it's kind of equally possible. It's about 50-50.
If he would have pulled it off, we would not be questioning
look at
a thing.
That's a foul throw-in. How often do you see those?
So what was that? He lifted up his foot? Is that what happened?
You got to have both feet on the ground, at least a little bit, and his foot popped up. Man, that almost never happens. You could find in the Premier League if you do that. By your team, not
right?
By FIFA.
Just because it's such a common, just a terrible error that someone should just never, ever
it's just
commit,
that it's an unforced error. Like, there's no one controlling how you do your throw-in. It's kind of one of those things where...
Oh, nice pass.
Oh. Well, it looks like Coffeyville's going to get it
That was
back,
a really
though.
nice drop-off. Spess tried to send that one into Domingos, who was boxing his defender out right there. Butcher, we've been down here for almost the whole 15 minutes of this game. so far.
It's basically flown by. Square to the top of the box again. The Domingos sends it in and just gets it past him. Excellent stop by the keeper there, by the way. Just slapped that over the bar.
Excellent stop by the keeper because that was right on target.
That's actually probably the strongest shot they've had on target so far.
That's what Domingos brings to you right there. Precision, power. He had space, don't get me wrong, but he made that happen quick.
I mean, he was putting that from a pretty respectable distance, too.
In swinger.
Oh, he's open for the... looks like it... It came to him just maybe not the way he would have preferred.
So that is the third corner so far, correct?
Yes, indeed.
And all three corners have made their way to the back post.
Third corner, and I want to say 4 shots on target at this point. It's a preseason match. No one can prove me wrong. Oh, look who's open and making a run.
Oh, nice layoff.
Wasn't quite able to get under control, but we will get another Coffeyville corner out of it.
So obviously Domingos not only able to put shots on goal, puts assist out there. And that's why I like that he comes back for the build-up play. He sees it. He can play some 1-2s, or he can make a drop-off into the middle just like he did there. And another corner. Going to play this one short. Will this one pay off?
Short, but sweet.
It's like another corner.
Yeah, I mean, if I were the defense right now, I'd be feeling a little boxed in. Like, how do you get out of here? What do you do?
And another.
Before,
Ooh.
I mean, it's only a matter of time. Coffeyville's asking questions, as they say.
They want answers. So on that one, you had a little flick at the near post onto the far post, almost in there.
Yeah, I mean, it is really just a matter of time. It wouldn't surprise me if the next, 3 minutes that we have one go in. And, much respect paid to their goalie, who has kept a lot of stuff out. But
yeah, he definitely has.
Nobody's perfect.
Nice
slip
play
up
here.
Eventually. Oh, nice defense right there, but the referee's going to call that one on Coffeyville.
Too much grabbing, too much jersey. What happened there?
A little too physical, I guess. Probably just chopping at him a little bit. But hey, that's football for you.
Did you just try to do a chopping noise for the microphone?
Yes, I did. I'm sure everyone heard that.
You about chopped your iPhone into oblivion.
My iPhone.
Hey, yeah, don't let this guy fool you.
I'm making teacher money. I can't afford an iPhone.
He's got an iPhone 26. Hadn't even seen it yet.
Long ball sent to...
Oh, nice
beautiful.
header there.
He is onside. Will the Domingos get to it? No, he will not.
I like that. I like that a lot. Long balls, headers with precision, trying to find those runners.
Nice quick touches, too. A lot of, neat. A lot of back heels, a lot of flicks.
And from you and I, a lot of ahs. So they must be doing something good, right?
Exactly. I think they came here to play. You can just tell that they would have been more bummed than anyone if they didn't get to come out here to play tonight.
Oh, so. You know that. And as a player, you practice against each other. Nice ball into the middle. Will it squeak through? Run on the right-hand side.
It runs out. Ah, dang.
Good pressure, though. But you know how it is as a player. You go through so many training sessions against basically your friends, At some point, you just want to get out there and face the competition.
Exactly. You can only play against your fellow teammates wearing bibs for so long before you want to get out there.
I just think of little babies in bibs, And
I mean, why wouldn't you?
I wouldn't want to beat them in soccer, though. I'd want to let them win.
What? The babies?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
All right, so we're going to see a couple of substitutes. I'm going to cut us off right there.
I would run up that score line like you would not even believe.
Yeah, that's the type of man you are. So a couple substitutions here. Like you said, it's a preseason match. Unlimited substitutions.
Well, that's true of season matches, though, correct?
Oh, yeah, that is correct. I'm thinking of the big boys.
Yeah, you just get 3 in your major leagues.
Well, so let me defend myself one more time here, Butcher, as the ball goes back to Domingos. So unlimited substitution still. However, I think that maybe Shicky will use them a little more freely in this game, just trying to fill everybody out. After a few more practices, a couple more weeks, he might come up with his rotation, the players that he likes at certain times. 25 minutes left in the match. Still 0-0, but Coffeyville's been the one on on the front door knocking.
Yep, and the defense does not seem like they're having any trouble. Nice long ball sent ahead, but
well, and Butcher,
sniped.
that's been there 3 or 4 times. That run on that left-hand side, that long ball. If it catches some grass and he's able to catch up to it, that's going to be dangerous.
Yeah. He's had a pretty good game so far there on the wing. And again, cool and calm and collected in the back. That's always what you like to see.
Ooh, a nice layoff there. Very nice layoff. That, to a casual fan, I mean, I don't think is too spectacular, but just getting that started, just being able to transition it like that so smoothly, there it is again.
Yeah, I've always said that the best goals have about a good 26 passes before it happens.
That's a really good point.
It's like all this build-up.
And look, there we go. Runners in the middle, runners on the right.
They're dropping really deep on defense right now, deep enough to keep Coffeyville players onside. I don't know if he knows he's doing that, but I'm appreciating it.
Long ball. Good job to catch up to it. Into the middle.
Oh.
Goalie comes out.
That was one of those, if you were just in the right place at the right time, that would have been a wonderful bit of luck.
Somewhat of an open net there for
a
little while.
We have another player on the ground.
Okay, where are we at here?
We're at Coffeyville.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I meant as far as this.
It's a lovely day on the 3rd floor.
Rainy skies won't deter us.
Just a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. A little bit of rain never killed anyone. A lot of rain.
Now, that's a different conversation.
But, yeah, it's actually it's pretty nice up here. Looks like he's up. Is he walking off the field? Looks like it.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned they don't have a deep bench, so, man, what would we do if we were to see – you know, unfortunate injuries here.
They did sub on a player, number 12, who I am going to call number 12.
Number 12. Well, and they tried to transition it there, unable to. One of very few mistakes so far, honestly, for the Red Ravens. It's been pretty flawless.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not complaining too much. Also, it appears the timer on the scoreboard has stopped. So
time has stopped. If you've ever wanted to be like Zach Morris and just freeze time, or
someone's been sharing a lot of videos with me lately, and they're titled "Zack Morris is Garbage." Just about how horrible of a person he is. You should look that up. Everyone listening to this in the future, they're fun.
Don't ruin your childhoods like that. Don't let Mr. Butcher ruin your childhoods like that.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure all the 18-year-olds on our team grew up watching Saved by the Bell.
Well, I'm sure SpongeBob was pretty hard to deal with too, you know. So he was probably a pretty tough actor to have to deal with. Anyhow, here we go. Red Ravens back on the ball.
Oh, trying to shoulder him off, is able to win it at the end, but it's just going to go back to A. Domingos.
That was a really good battle, honestly, between the two players.
I actually don't want to call him A. Domingos because that sounds disrespectful.
Wait.
If you have one who is the Domingos, what should the other one be?
I think throughout the season we'll probably come up with nicknames. They're going to earn those nicknames, I feel like.
I mean, what if he's like A. Domingos, but that's like a capital A? You know, like he's the top. I don't know. We can workshop it later, and we'll figure this out. We have extensive sessions where we spend hours workshopping our commentary, so we're going to practice it then.
I have no idea what he's talking about, folks. Long ball sent down, headed away.
It's coming back up again.
Probably about the most time spent down in the Red Raven.
Looking for Gramal, finds him on the wing.
Well, that's nice drop off there.
Oh, no.
Offsides call.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, he's not
that's a
like
shame.
that.
I was wondering if that was how it was going to work out, and, well, what can you say? Well, it was still pretty slick. I mean, there was nothing to be upset about. Just have to hold that run back a little bit.
I think seeing the back of the net like that sometimes gets players going. I mean, even though it's an offsides, they see it, they feel it. I think we're going to go back down quickly, and I think we're going to have one for the half ends, maybe two.
Right. I mean, so far so good. Got our helpful ball handlers down there. She just bowed to the linesman because she's doing such a good job. Camera probably didn't see that. But
well, and you got to love the ball shaggers. I mean, really.
Yeah, especially right now, considering it's not really the best day to be out and about.
Not at all. I don't know if we're getting them a free pizza later, but I think you should probably go ahead and put that on your credit card, Mr. Butcher.
Oh, well, if I'm getting pizza, then I'm going to
do something for the people. See, and there's that long ball again. And if that gets over.
Just off the back heel there. Little hand up to say thanks for that.
Headed clearance, but right back to the other team. Ball sent forward, left-hand side. Domingos.
He's just going to let it travel out. Yeah.
Good call there.
No reason to risk anything here. I mean, he's had a pretty easy day so far.
Yeah, not bad at all. I mean, he might get subbed off in the second half just to, so we can see a different goalkeeper out there. He might go the whole game. I think he's proven to be reliable from last year, prior to this year's practice sessions as well.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good time to showcase the talents of multiple players, both on the bench and off, but I guess we'll see. We've been pretty conservative with the substitutions so far, I've noticed. I wonder kind of what he's thinking. Oh, no. It's another foul throw-in.
That's interesting, right? I mean, man, you don't see that at a little kid's game.
Well, having coached little kids, yes, you do.
You got some bad little kids on your team. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, nice move there in the middle. He's going to see a runner.
He is onside, too. Is he going to just bury it? Oh, look at that. I love that cheeky little touch right there. They're just like, oh, yeah, no big deal. This is my job.
Go.
This is what I do.
That has been open all night.
Right.
It's just right there. The timing was perfect.
The finish was also perfect.
Didn't have to do too much to get it by the keeper.
You'd be surprised. He made that look easy,
well,
but that was not easy.
No, Ryan Butcher, thanks for calling me out there. What I meant was as far as like speed or power.
Gotcha.
He didn't really have to put too much on it. He just
knew
exactly where to
well.
put it. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's that beautiful, beautiful left foot. Just boop. Again, cool as you like. So good sign. It happened a little bit later than I predicted, but it happened. So
it did. And here's Domingos trying for another one.
I'll give myself partial credit. And almost gets that sniped.
The one thing you guys will probably learn about Ryan Butcher and I is we like to take credit for stuff that's not our doing at all, like those goals.
I mean, it's either this or go into politics. So.
Ooh. Wow. Anyhow, nice reversal of the field there.
Yep, excellent.
Options
switch
open.
To Trenton Spess on the left. Playing pretty deep in the midfield. He hasn't been playing up that high. I mean, although, that may explain why Coffeyville's defense has been so solid.
It really has been. Anytime the opponent picks up the ball, they're right there. Ooh, nice little move there.
He's going to have a lot of trouble slipping that past 3 Red Ravens, though.
Well, and then when you have Domingos dropping so far back from his striker position to play defense, that's great. You got to like that as a defender.
Absolutely. Also love that shrugging off of the opposing players. Like, nah, you're not taking it from me.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and look at that. That would have been a nice ball over the left-hand side again. Shicky, the players down there in the field, they see something there.
Yeah, so far, if this is our starting lineup, if this is what we have to expect for the season, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I totally agree there. Totally agree. And more pressure applied.
From the center back. Although we didn't. Is that going to be a handball? Yes, it is, even though a handball is not technically a call. But that's what it was.
So it wasn't called handball. It's more.
It's part of a
or
whole
less
class
just like
of fouls. Yeah.
Oh.
It would have to take me back to my referee test, and that was a lifetime ago, I believe. But, yeah, and that's also where I had to train myself to say offside without putting an S on it.
Little did you know, we have your exam from all those years ago.
I actually made an 87 on it, which is more than enough to qualify.
We have it right here. We're looking at it.
I actually wish I had it here.
I went to the Oklahoma Federation of Soccer, picked up the exam.
That makes me want to Google that to see if that's for real. But
Test show, you got a 73%. No, I'm just kidding. Here we go. Free kick on the right-hand side. Short one played.
Ooh, well, field goal. But otherwise, that is all we get from that.
American football, that's 3.
Exactly. You you could see the build up there. That's one of those things practiced. You
Sure,
know,
sure.
He was there. He was ready for it. Just need to connect a little bit better. And again, with the rain and the wind, it makes that connection a little bit more difficult. I was watching them take practice shots on goal before the game when I was down on the field, and you could kind of see trying to get used to that. Because, I mean, generally when you practice, it's a lot nicer than this, but sadly, nature does not always comply.
No, she does not. And
almost is able to carry that through. Oh, looks like the referee's going to bring it back.
It's going to be Red Raven ball.
And he sends that ball into the grass for some reason. So how do you suppose he's going to handle this? I would love to see it just put deep, just like right into the penalty box.
Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't attack this left-hand side again. You know, send it to the far post. You have Domingos over there.
Looks like that's exactly how they're going to play it out.
Oh!
We're seeing an offside called there.
Wow. Hey, so can I take credit for that one, Butcher? Can I take credit?
I can take credit for the offside call, yeah. Thanks a lot.
That was nice, though. Like I said, left-hand side, they saw Domingos make his run.
They had actually probably a good 4 players there just waiting for it. It was kind of surprising that the defense didn't pick up on that. I mean, that's actually where all the danger has come from.
Exactly.
Which is great,
yes.
by the way, because that's closest to us.
Well, and here's a counterattack from Blue. No go.
Counterattack goes nowhere, and looks like the ball is going Coffeyville's way.
That was never really gonna make Domingos come off his line or anything like that. The back line took care of it. Not too threatening.
Right, and even with 3 opposing players on him, keeps possession, switches the field, moves it left, and is heading up again. Trenton Speth sends it forward, a little bit heavy on the touch, but we forgive him.
It's a different surface, that's for sure. I think by the end of the year they're going to get that touchdown.
And he actually manages to, I was about to say win it back, but the referee does not like what she sees, and she's going to give that ball to the opposing team. By the way, the reason I keep calling them the opposing team, I'm honestly not sure who the opposing team is. I'm just gonna admit ignorance right now.
That's real talk right there, guys. Well, hey.
How about you, Dirk?
They're blue.
Blue? Okay. Well, we'll just call them blue.
They've done great so far.
Yeah, this was kind of a where it's like, hey, it's scrimmage.
Preseason, baby. Free kick into the middle.
Ooh, that could have been bad, but
squirted through, but Red Raven's still able to pounce on it.
Sends it back safely, doesn't want to risk losing it. Some short touches in the back, just looking to work it out. Is it just me, or does the opposing team seem a little shy? Almost. Like, that would have been a perfect time to just, like, press and just, like, put pressure on them, because what Coffeyville's been doing this whole game is once they get control of it in the back, they send a long ball up. And once you kind of realize that's what's going on, you kind of have to put pressure on the defense to keep them from having those clear opportunities. But I don't know. Do you think we're smelling a bit of fear from up here?
I actually do. As you were talking, they had 5 in the back and then quickly transitioned to where 1 came up and kind of pressed the ball a little bit. I think they're keeping more or less a 5-member back line. I mean, look at that down there.
Yeah, they are pretty thick back there, but it hasn't done them many favors.
Well, and
Willie just got caught a little flat-footed there.
So I think if nothing else, they're just trying to stop the bleeding at this point. You know, they don't want to go in down 2-0. They'd rather just maybe keep it at 1-0. Game plan.
Maybe make some changes in the half.
Yeah, go from there.
Shuffle some men around.
All the way back to Domingos. He's going to size up the situation. He's got his brother up top. He's got options in the middle. He's going to go there. Heavy touch, though.
Still good.
Oh, nice little drop off.
A Domingos looking for, not quite.
When in doubt, kick it out right there.
Absolutely.
So 13 minutes left in this contest. 1-0 score so far.
Many shots coming from one end and one end only.
Well, and not many M-I-N-I, many M-A-N-Y, just to let our viewers know.
I think that finish was kind of a mini shot. It was kind of a touch-in. It was a good touch-in.
Definitely so. Honestly, a lot of good play out here. Here we go.
It's kind of outnumbered, but Just going to end that thought early.
It's a long shot. They're throwing some, American football. I'm going to use an American football term. They're honestly just kind of throwing some Hail Marys out there. Not quite sure what is going to come of it, just hoping for the best. That's not going to get it.
That's even a term that I know. I know a thing about a sport that's not soccer. I do my best. I've actually been kind of, I don't know, feeling like I was kind of going through withdrawal after the World Cup. It's like, oh, man, soccer needs to start up. It needs to start up again soon.
When you get so much soccer in such little time, I mean, it's hard to get over.
Yeah, I was waking up every day at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I mean, I had something to look forward to in my life.
Well, now you've got this to look forward to, an entire new season.
Nice through ball there, just scooped up by the goalkeeper. He's going to send it down, but...
Ooh, just skips away from him. Was there a substitution from the opposing team, or was he just hanging out by the sideline there?
I'm not quite sure. But either way, ball's just going to trickle back to Domingos.
Who is taking his sweet time.
Yeah, he really is. Shiki's going to maybe want to have him
he's
be more
got no
secure
rush
with that. Ooh, I was going to say, he's definitely on. Was he on in the middle?
Oh, yeah, he was absolutely on. Just that's difficult under any circumstances. Much more difficult now. But at least the lights are on, so that should help some. It's getting a little dark out here. So just out of curiosity, which team were you pulling for during the World Cup, as if I have to ask?
Well, the United States wasn't in it, but I
You don't say.
I was pulling for Portugal. Portugal's where my people are from. I was pulling for them. It was an okay tournament. We made it through the group stage. We were beat by Uruguay. They were a great team. Nice little run here. It's going to go out of bounds. It was. I think it went down as one of the most entertaining World Cups of all time, right? Yeah. As far as extra
Portugal
time
was actually one of
goes
my picks to win because of how they performed in the Euros. I kind of thought they were going to go on with that. I'm not going to say I wanted them to win. I didn't say that. But they were still, I thought they might.
I was highly questionable of their selection from the coach, who he left in, who he left out from that Euro team, actually. And then on top of that, who got playing time in the actual games and who didn't. You go with a certain team or striking combo during qualifiers, but then you switch it up once you get to the cup, and you're like, well, why'd you switch it up all of a sudden? But it was kind of the year of the underdog, and that was cool.
But if they had actually won the tournament, then it would have made him a genius.
Brilliant. So. He would have been brilliant. And I would have been like, wow, I never saw that coming. But
I thought that Belgium could win.
Oh, I certainly did too. They were such a talented team.
They were my dark horse pick.
So young too, and. Well, at certain spots, I don't know about Company. I don't know if Company's going to be able to come back. Well, I'm just saying,
that's probably his last run at the World Cup. He's still got plenty of years left in him for club play, though.
Yeah, nice look at that ball, but nothing on the end of it. Well, and I don't know if it's going to be the end of an era. We might see these guys in 3 years and however many days. But Ronaldo and Messi, I mean, it's pretty much over with. I mean, it's done. I mean, if they have another World Cup in him, they might. I think Ronaldo probably has one more Euro in him, 2020, yeah. But that might be it. That might be.
Messi, I don't know. Just get the feeling that he's done with Argentinian soccer. Like, he's just a man of constant sorrow.
If he could just, yeah.
When it comes, it's like, you can tell he wants it so bad, and he plays as well as he can, but you can't carry an entire team, Brazil.
Well, and I think that's what happened to both superstars.
Yeah.
They were expected to carry their teams. I mean, they had people around them, but not like the likes of Belgium or right. France, that's for sure. I mean, those teams were just loaded with talent.
Yeah.
Messi.
Talent like Conte in Giroud, that kind of talent.
Well, Mbappe, Pogba. Oh, nice ball.
Not quite going to get there. I was just naming the Chelsea players to be smug.
I know. Well, but yeah, I mean, France's squad was just wonderful. And not to say that Portugal's or Argentina's squad was just terrible. It's just you had a mix of older players and younger players, and it just didn't really pan out for either team.
Well, let's just hope that the U.S. can be there next time. That is all I want for Christmas. Do you hear that, U.S. soccer?
Oh, and he's got
A little bit.
Domingos is going to be upset about that. Did you see his run in the middle there? He really didn't have anybody in front of him.
Yeah, but if that'd gone in, we'd be calling him a genius right now.
Oh, man, but the chances of that going in are just slim to none.
Are you forgetting the free kick from about 35-yard line last season?
I'm definitely not trying to, but with the slick surface, you had Domingo running in the middle. I mean, man, feed the beast.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we can put one more in the back of the net before the second half.
Yeah,
begins.
honestly, wouldn't be
7
either.
minutes left. Oh, bit behind him, and it's going to earn a call from the referee right there.
You think that was? I don't know.
It was enough. It was enough. I mean,
it threw him off.
I'm not saying that it was egregious, but it was enough. And here we go. Has a chance to square it. He's got help in the middle. Oh, no. Oh, he was right there. It was perfect. It was so well set up. But you could see he wasn't anticipating it being in the air, and there was he hit that little stutter step. He made a grab for it. He tried.
I don't remember seeing this sort of ball movement in recent years. This is very impressive, to tell you the truth. I mean, of course, he didn't put the ball in the back of the net, but
you say recent years, and yeah, we'd have to go back probably a good 5-6 years for seeing a team that is looking this good this early.
This is nice. I mean, that cross into the middle was perfect. Just wasn't able to get on the end of it, but that's why you go to practice every week. It is just preseason. They're finding each other very well. They're conscious of each other and where each other are at on the field. Very good.
Yeah, so far so good. Enjoying this. Don't want it to end.
We have to go to work tomorrow, dude.
Well, now I actually live in Coffeyville, so it doesn't go as late as it wants. I don't have that hour drive home anymore.
Bright and early. There we go.
Besides, it's a Friday. What kind of teacher assigns work on a Friday? Am I right?
We should probably ask our students to the left. I don't know. I'm not that mean of a guy. I don't know who would do that.
He's going to play it back. Now he's going to take it into the center, look for some help, fakes a shot, tries to get it through. Just one trick too many, but still trying to play it out of the back.
Good defense, though, to get it back.
Knocked it away, but it looks like, yes, eventually Coffeyville will win that back with some effort.
He kept his balance. He didn't lunge. He played good defense. Kept pressure on the opponent.
Some yells from the opposing team. Apparently, we're convinced there was a foul there, but the referee is unmoved. Look at that fancy move by Trenton Spess. It does not cost him the ball. He's able to get it back.
There's a nice move, though, in the midfield. These guys just playing the sideline a little bit.
I'm actually starting to get the feeling that they're just looking for every single opportunity to play a back heel, to shuffle it over, to play it behind like that.
If I could back heel a ball like that, I'd probably do it every 2 or 3 minutes.
Those are always the ones.
Just down the hallway, just walking down the hallway, going to class, back heel somebody, bam, nutmeg. You never know.
But then in a twist, it turns out to be the boss, and you're fired. I'm sorry.
No, it turns out she's so impressed, she gives me a promotion. All right, so runners in the middle, look at that.
Is it going to go through? It does go through. Oh, we glanced back for it. Was like, all right, here's my chance. And it did not play out, unfortunately.
Still keeping the pressure up, though. On ball, no, not really.
Well, I mean, the pressure was kept up.
Not sustained for so long. Here we go, though. Trying for a long ball. Domingos is all over that one. And again, I mean, it's 1-on-3, 1-on-4. Balls, sent into the middle. Not much hope. Just. Oh, wow. That one's going to squirt through. He's going to get to it. Goalie comes out.
Just got away from him.
No choice but to come and get that, Butcher. No choice at all.
Wow. The important thing is they tried.
Is it, though? Is it?
I mean, when you're up, it is.
3 minutes left. See what we can do here. Ball's played back.
Oof, almost paid for that one. Fighting for it, but in the end, it's just going to end up Coffeyville's ball again. Squares it to the center.
Domingos has it in the middle. Surveys the field. And see, look, again, they keep 5 and then maybe one. Or they keep 5 and then it turns into 4 with a floater.
Uh-oh. Look at that, taking no chances. Look at that fancy header. Sends it forward.
Brother to brother.
Speculative. Oh, okay.
Oh, speaking of speculative, that was a speculative save right there. Oh, and that's...
Oh, my goodness. We've got a penalty scenario here.
So Domingos earns it.
That goalie was grasping a little bit.
Man.
What was, I don't know. I mean, not very hard to save for him. He kind of flubbed it, sent it around, and yeah.
This penalty seems unnecessary. I mean, honestly, it's
a little bit.
I don't think that he really needed to.
I think if he kept his hands to himself, phrasing, I'm sure. But, I mean, the ball probably would have scored it away from him.
Yeah, yeah.
He was running there so quickly. Uh-oh. The wind is not having anything of this penalty.
No, the wind doesn't care. Mother Nature doesn't care. It has stopped raining, but the wind is still going, so Domingo steps up.
Do you think we're going for the ceiling?
Ooh.
Whoa, no, we're not. We are going for that bottom left corner, exactly where the other goal was played. So, hey, we did have one more before the half.
2-0 at halftime, thanks to Domingo's penalty. He earned it, and he put it in the back of the neck. Back of the net, nice job.
Well, if you put it in the back of the neck, I mean, that's just brutal.
Come on, man. Come on, man. I almost went 45 minutes without a mistake.
That is just a blatant falsehood. So,
isn't that what it's all about? Isn't that what it's all about nowadays? Blatant falsehoods. Anyhow, they start at the middle.
It's funny because it's true. Blatant falsehoods thing is true.
Anyway,
we could have another chance before halftime. I mean, you said 2-0 at halftime, but it's not halftime yet. We still got a little bit going.
Speaking of taking credit, I'll take credit for that score.
It's just weird how Coffeyville is like being so aggressive with it, and they are squirts through.
That one's
our first
onside.
Real challenge. Oh,
wow!
Gets down to the ground, easily parried away on the ground. Oh man, that is the best chance they've had all night, 1-on-1 with the goalie.
I feel like he actually enjoyed making that save. Like I feel like he enjoyed that the ball slipped through right there. He wanted to make his presence felt.
9 times out of 10, that's a goal.
All right, so 45 seconds left. Red Raven's gonna maybe try to just play the clock out or get something last second. Maybe a last second shot.
Maybe to send it up one more time for old time's sake.
Reverse it around. Domingos.
Okay.
Back.
Maybe you were right.
I think they're just playing dummy. It's a Coy. Here we go.
Smooth ball.
Oh, and he's got this run on the left-hand side. Just not the
13 seconds left, but the referee is going to call offside on that, which is probably going to be the last stoppage of play before the end.
Been a good half so far, Ryan Butcher. 2 goals to our side.
And there will be more. Count it.
So prophetic. And there you have it, 45 minutes in the books, 2-0. Butcher, you want to go run a mile?
Absolutely.
Let's just go run a mile.
Let's go do it.
Maybe go get a hot dog.
All right, we'll see you in the second half.
We'll see you guys in 15.
And we're back with the second half. This time, Coffeyville literally has the wind at their backs, 2-0. And this time we'll be getting to see the other side of the game. Dirk Andrews, very tired from his mile run around the stadium. He's on his way back, I'm sure. But until then, I'm here to take over. Very active on the left side still. Far away from us up in the commentating booth, unfortunately, but hey, if it leads to another Coffeyville goal, we will forgive them. Some danger back then, knocked down. Getting a breakaway, and looks like the referee is going to bring that one back. Give the opposing team the free kick. First free kick of the second half. Looks like he's going to go long. Chips it, tries to get over the wall, not quite there. Coffeyville on the counterattack. Opts to play it safe. And I think that was an attempt to thread the back line and send it forward, but it's just going to go out for a Coffeyville goal kick. Ooh, charging up the right flank. Can't beat the defender, though. So he's just going to shepherd that out. Oh, that throw-in does not go their way. Looking for a hole in the middle. Coffeyville players up in force. Oh, looks like the referee is going to bring it back. She saw something she did not like. It looks like it's going to go Coffeyville's way. A lot of options here. Probably going to opt to go for the strategy that they went with last time. Sending it deep towards the left. Oh, just slipped through. That was not the wisest touch from the defender, but they ended up not paying for it. Chopping it forward, just looking for a place through. Sends it all the way forward, offside from the referee by by a pretty solid margin. Shout out to our broadcasting crew on the sidelines right now, taking some film, and up here, running the cameras, giving you all the best action, the hottest action, the most intense action. Can thank Zack Mitchell for that. Record number of broadcasting students here. Ooh, rough takedown there. Looks like they're going to just take some time to move forward, get into position. Sends another long ball to the outside on the left. A little bit strong. Of course, that was that same opportunity that led to the penalty kick last half, so always want to try for that. You never know when lightning will strike twice. Let's hope that lightning does not strike twice here in terms of the literal fashion, because we don't want the game to end. We got a good 39 minutes left to go. Oh, misplayed. Whoops. Looks like that's going to go out. The opposing team for a throw in. And just booted out of there. It's going to try to sends it back to the goalie. Plays it first time. Back towards the center. I believe that's a substitution who took over for the player who picked up an injury in the first half. And it's back in Coffeyville's possession again. Sends it all the way back to Domingos in goal. Finds a spot, sends it forward, looking for runners. He's got help on both wings. And I think he's going to be called offside. Yes, he is. Got a little bit eager for that one. Still not a lot of substitutions so far. Keeping it mainly with this crew out there. Guess he likes what he sees. Definitely cannot argue with that. Looking down the left flank, would have been offside, was wise not to play him through. Would have been a little bit too late. Oh, picks up the touch right there. Looks to shoulder his way in, back heel. Another, could have squared it there, but opted to go for glory on the left foot and did not quite make it up over the goalie's grasp. Then again, when you're up 2-0, maybe you can go for a little bit of glory, although teammate might disagree. Oh, excellent ball played across. Again, Ops tried to send it straight in, but it's just going to go out for a goal kick. Coffeyville again asking questions. The wind blowing in their direction, maybe thinking some tough shots from the outside have a good chance of going in. But we shall see. Wow, went very far forward to clean that one up. We appreciate it. And Coffeyville's on the attack again, looking at the wing. Gets back onside, waiting for his opportunity, lurking. Clips it around, definitely sets himself up for the shot, and off the woodwork. Oh, what a well-placed shot. It looks so good, too, there. All the buildup was there. You almost feel like he was robbed. Well, there's always next time. Excellent build-up for that, though. Good moves. Put himself in position. He deserved that shot. He deserved the goal, but... And got a chance for a counterattack here. Got numbers forward, but are not able to shepherd it through. Sending it all the way back to goal. Coffeyville in control. way back to the sweeper, but it does not go far. I'm not sure if that was a slide tackle or a stumble, but either way, it's not going to end up costing Coffeyville a goal. Maybe a little bit of both. Coffeyville once again trying to thread it through. 5 bodies forward. And here's their biggest opportunity in the second half. He's got a little bit of help and well defended right there. Knocks it out for the corner kick. Wise choice. Again, calm and composed, cool and collected in the back. A lot of other C words that describe being good at what you do. Well, it was defended. That's what matters. Oof. Dangerous area, but nothing comes of it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cameras down on the sidelines right now snapping pictures of this. So if you want to see any of the action after the fact and want to see some of those, well, I'm sure the broadcasting and marketing team will be happy to post some of them. Some pleasant memories of our first, of our first trial of the season, of the preseason. It's a nice try, but it was well read by the defense. Tries to chip it forward. Try to send it all the way back to the opposing goalie. That was well read right there. Took just a couple steps back. Was able to get ahead on that. And in the end, it's going to be a free kick for the opposing team. So, another opportunity for Coffeyville. There will be more. Oh, bad mistake by the defense. Coffeyville will take advantage. Goes with the left foot. Oh, catches the goalie out. Looking for that far post again. Couldn't quite get to it, but it's got to make you a little bit nervous. Oh, is going to draw that foul pretty easily. Got a lot of work going up here on the 3rd floor. A lot of good pans, a lot of zooms, a lot of camera switches. I'm hearing all the action secondhand. Let's get action on the field, action on the third floor. It's an exciting night. Got 3 players lining up. Who's going where? And all 3 charge forward, looking for that header at the top of the 18. Couldn't quite connect. That's difficult under any circumstances. And looks like got a Coffeyville substitution. Whoops. Probably not the touch he was hoping for, but that's okay. Minor mistake. Excellent slide right there. Unable to split 3 defenders. 2, but couldn't get the third. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I think it was a poet who said that. Excellent stop back there. Cuts out the danger. It's got to be frustrating. They haven't had too many chances this half. They've had one, not able to capitalize on it. I mean, it is just a scrimmage, but still, no one likes to be behind by 2 in any circumstances. But they're still pressing, still trying. That's probably going to go a little far. Not much to do there, but that's okay. Sends it right back up. And the ref's going to bring that one back. Came off of his hand there. And calmly collected yet again by the Coffeyville goalkeeper. All in all, Coffeyville has been in control this half, much like the first half. Been fewer opportunities, perhaps, but looks like a little bit of contact there. Referee's going to bring it back for a Coffeyville free kick. But still, Coffeyville comfortably holding the lead. Nothing to panic about. Just waiting for their opportunity. Excellent ball up the right wing. Is not able to collect it, though, so he will opt to send it through. Attempts to square it. And in the end, not able to, but Coffeyville will pick up a corner, I believe the first corner of the second half for them. Looking at an out-swinging ball. Oh, tries to get it on the volley, was jumping back to try to get that level. Couldn't quite get it. Does get a solid connection to it, just probably not the angle he was hoping for still. Pretty solid. So we have some classified information coming from the third floor. The team we're playing against is Southeast CCC Volleyball, apparently. That's coming straight from Zack Mitchell. If that's wrong, you'll have to take it up with him. And the run on the left flank, just holding it, trying to stay on side, is able to in the end. Moves toward the center, switches. Tries to take it past, not able to squeak through, and it's going to go out for an opposing throw. And that is not going to get rid of the danger. The crossover. And draws a foul in a dangerous area. At this distance, do you go for it? Yep, looks like it's going to be a shot for glory from long distance. Is this going to be the start of a highlight reel? It is long distance, but the goalie is able to pick it up. Excellent job clearing the wall right there. The goalie was wise to it. He positioned himself exactly where he needed to be. All credit. He did call it. But Coffeyville's already on the attack again. Looking for some help. He's kind of carrying it by himself right now. And, ooh, it was kind of a nasty takedown right there. That's going to go against Coffeyville. Setting up for a very long ball into the box. Oof, that is not going to do it, though. Looks like he opted to just try to lift that in, but it did not get the kind of height he was hoping for. A long play down the right flank, looking to cross it in. Shrugs off the defenders, taking it in himself. Tries to, well defended right there. Coffeyville player was lurking on the other side of the box, just wanting to tap that in. Ball was heading straight for him in the right position at the right time, but defender saved the day. Okay, got another out swinging corner. I believe it's Coffeyville's second of the half. Lifts it towards the penalty spot, just about perfect spot, but defenders were wise to it. And the throw-in's going to go Coffeyville's way in the end. And looks like we have a substitution. Or wait, no, we have another player on the pitch. Looks like he might be having some hamstring issues right there. I feel if Dirk were here, he would be giving us an advertisement right now, but all I can say is hope you guys are having a good night, enjoying what's hopefully going to be an optimistic start for the Coffeyville men's team. Had some strong showings in the past few seasons, but probably haven't quite gotten as far as they would like to get. The women have been a little bit more fortunate in that respect. We'll be hopefully seeing a scrimmage from them soon also in the preseason. But this could be another shot at a strong season. I mean, we can't forget that it was not that many years ago when Coffeyville dominated the entire division and went very far in the postseason, or well, the Coffeyville men that is, and it was glorious. No other word for it. You always wait for that to happen again. You always hope. Is it too late to be optimistic? Or is it too early to be optimistic? I say it is never too early. So it looks like we're about to see a restart and play. Speaking of optimism, I believe the first season game is going to be on Sunday the 19th. Both the women and the men are playing that day. Oh, was able to squeak through there. Was able to knock away from the goalie. Unfortunately, it was a little too much. Not able to clean it up from there. But they'll both be playing at Bethany on Sunday. So look forward to that. Hopefully Bethany will be streaming. If they are, we will update the social media pages to reflect that. And then on Saturday the 25th, we'll also be seeing the men and women play at Metropolitan Community College. Some very busy weekends. So enjoy the scrimmage now. It's going to be a little while before we see another home game at beautiful, soggy Veterans Stadium. So we've got a special guest up on the third floor right now. The man who's in control of the entire operation up here is Zack Mitchell.
Oh, don't put that kind of pressure on me now. In control, that's such a scary term.
I mean, I've been hearing you guys. I can hear. It's been very exciting. In fact, it's kind of weird watching the game and hearing like, all right, now zoom here.
Yeah.
And now switch here. Now pan out here. I was like, oh, man, this is like two kinds of excitement.
Yeah. Who told you could listen to us? That's cheating.
Yeah, these headphones, not noise canceling.
No, they're not.
So on top of seeing everything through the camera, have you been able to enjoy the game so far?
I was here earlier this evening, really this afternoon at about 3 o'clock when it felt like it was 200 degrees outside. And then I was here when the rain came down. And I got to say, when the game started, it was beautiful.
Right.
The water actually went away. There was a nice breeze. It was a beautiful experience out there for the players. It's nice and cool. And then in terms of just how the Ravens have played, they seem to be very aggressive. And last year they had a very strong, stout defensive team. But this year, so far, obviously it's just one exhibition game so far, but they're extremely fast down there on the sideline.
Absolutely. And although speaking of the defense, I think there's only been maybe one defensive mistake all game, and it wasn't a major one.
No.
They've been pretty calm and cool back there. It's the kind of thing that puts you at ease, because when you've got a shaky back line, you're always just one mistake away from catastrophe. But when you've got a strong back line and an aggressive offense, well, then the world's your oyster. Ooh, okay, maybe two defensive mistakes in the game, but will Coffeyville end up paying for it? Nice challenge right there. Referee puts the whistle to her lips, changes her mind. Coffeyville charges forward.
Ooh.
And now she's going to make that call right there. It was a little too much for her.
Well, and you mentioned having a strong back line, but when you can be aggressive, as you've mentioned, and control the ball, which we've controlled for most of the game, it allows your defense to play even more aggressive, just knowing the fact that they're not going to be put on notice really much, right? If they don't have to worry about, especially goal keep, if there's not going to be a lot of pressure on that.
That was interesting. I was listening to you. The linesman signaled a foul. The referee agreed, and play continued.
It was like,
I was sitting there kind of
should
watching.
we? Nah, never mind.
Whatever. It's fine.
It's all right. You know what? It's an exhibition game for all parties involved, and it's good practice for everybody. Plus, as I think you've mentioned so far, earlier in the broadcast, some of these officials here were like last notice call-ups, so we appreciate them even being able to be here for this to make it as an official game.
Yeah, I was kind of sitting there thinking of how much would you have to pay me to referee a game 2 hours away in a storm with the knowledge that it might just get called before you show up there. It would have to be a decent amount.
Well, especially on a Thursday night.
Well, I mean, a Thursday night, that's just, the Friday night.
Of Thursdays.
Yeah. It's the pre-Friday night. Oh, here he comes out again. He's been doing a little sweeper keeper tonight. And, I know I shouldn't be giving advice to the other team because I know they got people listening to the broadcast there. But, man, would that have been a good time to just try to belt it over our goalkeeper's head right there while he was still backpedaling. Just take it, first touch. Well, come on. You're down 2-0. There's 14 minutes left. Why not, right?
Well, I know as a career educator as you are, giving out helpful advice is something that you're just prone to do at all times of the day.
Right, and I do like the implication that students are the opposing team.
There's a lot of student athletes out there on the field.
That is very, very true.
Technically, that is true. Technically, what I said was not false.
Right. And, Coffeyville's charging forward again. Got a lot of bodies up. They've been murder on that left flank, just like poaching balls all night, looking for another opportunity. And will they manage to get one through? The defense is surrounding them, but I can't think of a nice way to say being outplayed. But, I spoke too soon. That's what hubris gets you right there, Zach.
There you go.
Look at that long-distance effort. Oh, my goodness. Throws his arms open like, yep, you saw that. That was all me. I wondered. I mean, wow, he just, put that straight. He just put his laces through it. Why not? Some unhappy opposing players right there, but you know what? There's just nothing to be done sometimes if it's just a great shot. So that's 2 attempts put handily in to the post. One very smoothly and cheekily. The other a little bit more forcefully. This one from long range. Getting an entire range of shots on goal here. Aren't you glad you're here for this, Zach?
Well, considering I got a free shower earlier today via Mother Nature and a 3-0 lead for the Ravens, that's pretty good.
It's 3-0 for now. I mean, I don't think they're going to say we should stop here.
Well, this early in the season, you want to prove not only to yourself, but to coach as well that you're worthy of more playing time, and you just want to kind of work on your skills. They've been practicing against each other for all up until this point in the season, so of course you're going to want to take out your frustrations and show what you got against somebody else.
That's actually a very good point, because we've seen a few substitutions kind of late-ish in the game. It looks like we've got perhaps another one lining up here pretty soon, but it's been mainly the 11 who came out, which you have to, if you are one of those other players, you're probably thinking, I need to keep this spot. I want this spot. I want to play. So
Exactly. Well, there's a lot of competition, which makes a team even better when you can get better in practice as well as in games. Knowing kind of there's the pressure in the back of your head that there are talented players on the bench that do want to play and take your spot. But obviously, that kind of fuels the team to more and more success. Thereby, everybody gets to win.
Absolutely.
Unless you play for the other team.
Well, as long as we're winning. That's the important part, right? I'm pretty sure sportsmanship and fair play and all that means something, but winning's good too.
Well, that has limits, right? And there's a lot of things in life that have limits. There are speed limits, there are budget limits, and there are limits to sportsmanship.
Exactly. Although I believe it was the band 2 Unlimited who taught me that there is really no limit if you think about it. I think was how the lyrics went.
That sounds dangerous on a Thursday night.
Well, I mean, it's a Thursday night. It's the new Friday night.
It's Friday somewhere.
Of course, some of us have class at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so.
Well, some of us will be in the office working on a video.
Oh, look at that, and he is offside. But still, look at that.
Good aggressive play.
Through.
Yeah.
That ball is lost to the ages now.
Donated to the wilderness.
All right. The Deer can start their own soccer team. We'll play them in the next scrimmage.
That's really unfair. They have 4 legs to play with. We only have 2. We're outmatched immediately.
That's true. Plus, they're really, really good at headers.
That's right.
It's those antlers. It's kind of cheating if you think about it.
I have to put shin guards on the antlers. Antler guards?
Isn't like a term for like the covering around it? For the covering on antlers?
My Wikipedia is down, so I do not know.
There's probably a thing. I kept wanting to call it felt, but that doesn't sound right at all.
No. Of course, if you feel the felt too often from antlers, it's going to hurt.
That's true. I've seen some YouTube videos. All right, looks like got a substitution here.
A delay of game. Wrong football, I know, but a pause while we get a substitution in. Everybody's on the same page.
Taking a hydration break over there.
Mm-hmm. Everybody gets tired. It is early in the year. Conditioning for all parties out there on the field is not what they will be when we get into the meat of the season.
Which I'm looking forward to it. I was going through the schedule, and we're going to have to wait a little bit for another home game, sadly.
Yeah, you're right. And it's this one, again, the first week of school for us at Coffeyville on the 16th of August. Really fast, and my crew here of students broadcasting the game, some of these guys haven't worked in a broadcast venue at all, and it's the third day of school. Or actually second day of school, isn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say, you could have fooled me. They're actually doing a great job up here. And, oh, look who's onside. And no one between him and the goal but that leg.
Well, nice recovery there by the defense.
It was a good recovery. Took about one touch too many trying to get that under control because he wanted it to be just perfect. But that's the thing. Can't always get it perfect. But, hey, that's not going to be the last opportunity. But, yeah, it's does it feel weird that it already feels like the third week to me at this point?
That does feel weird. I get where you're coming from. It feels like we've worked enough hours to make it the third week.
That's true.
But at the same time, getting comfortable here on campus, getting comfortable with your teammates on the field, the quicker that happens, the more success you'll have.
Oh, my goodness. I like that volley.
It was nice. It was nice.
Pretty slick so far. Also, thought I saw a little flash of thunder off in the flash of lightning. You don't see thunder. That's not even how science works. And hopefully,
and we are very scientific up here in the broadcast booth. Yep.
Hopefully that's far off enough that we have enough time to finish the game. I'd be very, very sad if we had to end with like 5 minutes left. It's going to head it back smoothly. Yep, nothing to worry about.
And what's the is that just to kind of kill some more time? Is the reason he didn't pick the ball up?
Right. I mean, it actually serves two purposes. One, it kills time, and another, you're basically drawing a player right to you who now cannot mark the defender that you can just slot it to. I mean, you wouldn't do it if you were behind 2-0 and you need to move it up forward as soon as you can, but that's just one of those things.
When the clock is your ally, you're allowed to kind of do different things in terms of strategy.
Oh, look at that turn. I was getting nudged off the ball, trying to keep in there, could not quite do it. During the World Cup, which we were chatting about earlier, there was a post by 538, the political website that does a lot of statistics, and one of their statistics was breaking down which teams waste the most time. And, the linesman has signaled for offsides for the last 30 minutes, it feels like. So that's why I was just talking, even though there was action going on, because I assumed they were going to stop play any second.
Well, and that's interesting you said 538's the political website. I think that's what they got famous for, but they started as an analytical sports fandom website.
Oh, that's true, because Nate Silver
yes, that's right.
Was known for his baseball stats, and it looks like the center.
Well, I think they were the website that discovered that LeBron James last year walked more miles in the NBA season than anybody ever had before.
I'm pretty sure she was telling them that it was a kick for the opposing team, but they just went for it anyway. A little bit of a miscommunication there.
Well, sometimes you got to take an opportunity when you see it.
But yeah, they actually have a whole thing where they've set up all their predictions for the various leagues. They've placed Chelsea in 4th place, which I'm of two minds about that. But I wonder what their thoughts would be about Coffeyville right now. And another successful field
with
goal.
Sports betting now legal in America in some places, someday perhaps we'll get odds on Coffeyville Junior College soccer.
I would never bet on a game ever. I feel like that would be a horrible jinx.
It would, and also, anytime you input money into something like that, I feel like it kind of taints the experience. Here we get to watch student athletes work on their game, taking time out of their study schedule, which I'm sure all these guys were really working the books here in the first week of school, and
they got to read this,
all the syllabi. Yeah, all of them.
Whoa! And put that one back with a little bit of spice on it.
Well, why not? Spice of life.
Whoa!
Right?
That was a rough tackle from behind. Looks like it clipped his ankle right there. And was a referee? Yes, I believe she did just flash a card at him. And granted, it is a scrimmage. I don't know if cards carry over to the season. Most likely not. But a caution is a caution.
Yep. Well, and as a yellow, right, that is basically what it is, right? It's like a warning type thing of like, hey, man, like we're on you. It's late in the game. Don't be doing that kind of stuff.
And it's never anything you want to be doing during a scrimmage. I mean, maybe during a game that is deciding where you stand in the division, maybe. But during a scrimmage, it's well, maybe it was accidental. Shicky is on the field right now. Probably none too happy about that.
Or he's trying to sneak in some extra minutes into his career.
What?
I don't know. Maybe wants to play. I don't
know. I mean, is there a rule that says the coach can't play on the field? I've been looking up the rule book, and
look, if Air Bud can play basketball,
exactly.
I'm pretty sure Coach Shicky can score a goal or two.
There's also no rule that my dog can't go out there and play right now, and I'm just saying she could probably do really well up front right now.
If that team of deer that's going to start their own team, if they need a smaller stature striker,
right?
I'm pretty sure Ruby's got a case.
I mean, I think she just has to be a college student, and we've got scholarships that can make that happen.
Absolutely. Broadcast team's still looking for people if you want to come up and hang out. That's
still looking for people or dogs.
Or dogs. Well, when I say people, I mean all.
I got you.
Persons of anything in this nation.
All right. Looks like he was okay. If he's able to walk off the field, I'm sure he'll be all right. That's one of the things I missed from being 18 years old.
Yeah.
It's being able to take something like that and still walk.
Waking up hurts sometimes for me. And it's just like, oh, man, what happened? Oh, I was asleep for an extended period of time. That apparently causes pain.
And I pulled something.
Yeah, how's that happen? That's a good lesson for anybody to learn. Just stop aging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I feel like someone should have written a book about that.
Yeah, you'd think somebody would have.
Oh, up the left flank again. It's going to drop. Oh, excuse me, not up the left flank. Into the center. I was just busy watching the left flank because I just assumed.
You know what they say?
That it's going up the left flank again.
That's what they say. That's what I've heard all broadcast.
Slips it through,
nice.
Lays it off. Oh, just can't keep it under control. And the goalie collects it. A little panicky collecting, but he collected.
Would part of that miscue have been from maybe either the weather or inexperience this early in the season? What do you think was the major factor for that one?
That is an excellent question. I mean, so far, I would be willing to say that a lot of this is up to skill. I mean, I don't want to say anything is luck right now. And now it looks like we got another chance on goal. No, couldn't quite get it at the near post.
Outside, right.
Yep, looks like we've got some excitement on the third floor right now.
Aren't we always excited on the third floor of Veterans Memorial Stadium? I'd like to think excitement is a constant state of emotion for us.
I mean, it is 3-0, which is pretty exciting. But do you know what would be even more exciting? 4-0. Just got to throw that out there.
We got 4 minutes left in the ballgame.
That is true.
Or the match, I should say. Ballgame's more of an American term.
I mean, there's a ball and there's a game. It's all good. And collects it, looks forward, and is like, oh, look, I've got nobody but targets here. Whoops.
Ooh.
He's kind of like, I really shouldn't have done that. But that's okay. We forgive him. By the way, since
we do. That is an official broadcast. We do officially forgive you.
So how do you feel, by the way, about the new jerseys?
They really pop. From up here, they look really good. Down on the sideline,
they look awful.
Yeah, no, please. I think Shicky will never see this YouTube video. But no, the white and red. I think the women got new jerseys as well, and they just really look really. I mean,
I'm looking forward to seeing those too.
Look very flashy.
Are they going to scrimmage on Friday?
That's been a rumor I've heard. Not according to RedRavenAthletics.com is there a women's game tomorrow, which is how I schedule events to be broadcast. But if there is one tomorrow, I'm sure I could find a team. That would might want to broadcast.
Oh,
this.
I thought you said that you could find an opposing team to play against Coffeyville.
Well, who wouldn't want to play soccer up here on this on the hill?
You could send the broadcast team against him.
Yeah, that would go well. Broadcasters are notoriously awesome athletes. Now I'm just talking trash about my students. That feels pretty bad.
You actually may be telling the truth for all I know. I mean, I was like, oh, yeah, totally. But yeah, I was actually just looking at them. I was just thinking, yeah, they just look really, really nice. I'm not going to say that that's why they're playing well, but I bet it's not hurting.
It's not at all. And I got to say, Chris Adams, not only my boss, but the director of marketing here at Coffeyville, she was out here earlier today getting some action shots for both men's and women's teams. And she noted that although her camera is a very nice quality, just the jerseys themselves made it look even better.
Good. I actually did run into Chris. She was petting my dog, so.
As she should.
It looks like the rain's starting to pick up again, but I think we should be okay.
Yeah, with under 2 to go.
Yeah.
Well, or maybe not.
I'm trying to figure out what that gesture meant from the referee.
It was like a shoulder shrug.
You're like, come on.
I mean, you should just not do that.
I mean, I guess maybe she just decided, just play advantage at your ball anyway.
Well, an infraction means that the team gained an advantage during the game outside of the rules. But if you didn't gain an advantage, did anything really happen? It's like the whole if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around to hear it, did it really make a sound?
Doesn't get a yellow card.
That's right. And I have yet to see a tree ever. Wow, that was
that was a little bit of a nervy clearance right there. That could have gone very poorly. The goalie,
my favorite band, Nervy Clearance.
I would actually listen to that band. The goalie kind of like he committed,
he did,
and then he hesitated, and then he tried to go out again, and then by then he realized he was too late, and his defender kind of bailed him out there. But that was still a close one. And at the penalty spot.
Yeah. Much like high-profile high school basketball recruits, he committed, decommitted, recommitted, and then decommitted, and then recommitted again.
And then got called offside.
It happens.
It does happen.
Very rarely, but it does happen. Do you find that as the season wears on and we're down to 30 seconds left in this game that more and more offsides are called earlier in the year versus later as the team grows more comfortable with each other and the timing and everything like that?
That actually is the key. And also, the wind speed can be, it's like you're kind of just like watching. You can kind of seem like where they'll take a step forward, glance back, take a step forward. You're just waiting for them to play you on at exactly the right moment. And I really do think as the year goes on, we'll see, more and more skilled play from the Red Ravens. And it's not like there's even been that many. So I think if this is them just starting out, we've got a lot to look forward to. And he doesn't have a lot to look forward to. He's going to have a bruise to look forward to.
There you go, and which is not a lot of positive reinforcement.
Well, and that is the buzzer. Okay, yeah, I was just making sure that they were not going to continue right there. And that is how it is going to end. 3-0 with Coffeyville's first scrimmage of the season. Not a season game. But still, there's a lot to like here. But it makes you wonder, how well are they going to perform against some of the more difficult opponents later on down the line? Are the jerseys going to continue to be the star standout?
Up next, on the next episode of Red Raven Soccer.
Right. So we will see you guys next time, and have a good evening.